Are you looking to find, discover, or truly live your life purpose? Because I want to share with you an unthinkable, a shocking, and a counterintuitive law of attraction technique to find, discover, and live your purpose, and you won't think it's what it is. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com talking about inconceivable, counterintuitive way to find your purpose using the law of attraction. Let's dive right into it. So if you want to discover, live your life purpose, or anything of the sorts, here's what I invite you to consider. Give up trying to find it. What if you do not need a life purpose? You know, one thing that the personal development and self-help and law of attraction and the power of the mind, all of this amazing content and this movement has created, while it's done so many amazing things, is it's created more stress. Here's the reason that it's created more stress for people. Because everyone's trying to find their life purpose. But what if you drop the dogma? What if I drop the dogma? What if we drop the dogma, right? In Steve Jobs' commencement speech to Stanford before he passed away, he said to forget about the dogma, forget about the world's dogma. And it's true, because we get in this idea where my purpose is I'm going to have my certified nonprofit 501c3. My purpose of life is to do X, Y, and Z, and I'm going to be this thing, and I'll be an author, and the purpose of my life is to inspire people through music. And we get in this thing where we get so caught up in an idea of what purpose is, instead of quite simply just living a meaningful life, an exhilarating life. Because think about it, what creates so much stress in our lives? We're looking to find our purpose, and then we say, I have not found my purpose yet. And what does that do? It puts us in an energy of lack. We think we are not supposed to be where we are on this space-time continuum, on this little dust rock, incarnated as a human being, a spiritual being in a human body. We're in this beautiful, magnificent moment with so much meaning and so much free will to create an epic life. And we say, yeah, but I don't know my life purpose. The life purpose is here, staring in front of us. The life purpose, the purpose of your life is to use your senses. You have these beautiful senses to hear. You have these beautiful senses to see. You have this ability to think and create and explore the planet. And we have technologies that allow you to travel around the world and connect like this, where there's going to be people, comment what country that you're coming from, because there's going to be people from probably like 50 plus countries. And that's crazy. That's an example of the technology that we have today that can allow things that excite you to travel across the world, right? I feel like part of my purpose is this work, is sharing and teaching these ideas about the law of attraction and personal development, but it's not just my purpose. Right, my purpose is earlier today I went to CrossFit with my fiance in the morning. That was my purpose. It was to be so involved in challenging myself and making myself uncomfortable, in focusing and concentrating on these difficult tasks. That was my purpose. It was that. And in that moment I had total spiritual freedom. I felt so alive. I was so focused. I was so present. And it has even more meaning because now I have that energy in my body. I feel strong. I feel like I have a strong core center. It's going to allow me to communicate excitedly and effectively and clear. That physiology change that I have, I hope transfers onto you, and you feel the excitement of life. Just in and of itself, the fact that we're alive in this moment is amazing. And I don't need to have my purpose, because my purpose is in the things you wouldn't think the purpose is. At least for me, the purpose is sometimes of my life is to sometimes go park. I live in Maui, and there's this beautiful bypass where I live that has this amazing view of Lanai and the island Molokai and all the Pacific Ocean and the other side of Maui. My purpose is to sit there and truly appreciate the magnificence of life. to turn on an audiobook and truly listen and take notes and really get into the spirit of the author and the author's idea while I take in this amazing scenery and get so inspired and alive and high off of life and high off of this experience and have such a deep connection to creation and to my life and to the moment that when I go into the grocery store, I have so much presence that someone can feel it and it can shift someone's energy. That's my purpose. That's your purpose. Your purpose is wherever you're supposed to be. Sometimes your purpose is to think that you don't know what your life purpose is, so it causes stress, and then eventually you break out of that. And sometimes our life purpose is in the moment to experience a level of suffering or stress or pain. Maybe so that we make changes in our life, so that we choose happiness, so we choose more joy, so that we leave a relationship that isn't working. We learn to create boundaries. Sometimes it's to leave a job that isn't working anymore, and out of that purpose, which seems like a stressful and worrisome situation, it allows us to pursue our true dream, our true passion that will allow us to inspire other people and create more financial freedom that will allow us to help out charities and put your kids into the right schools and have the money for healthy foods. Our purpose is just to be alive. So it's like, what do you want to do in this moment? What is exciting? What's exciting things to live for? And when we stop trying to find it and we just say, how can my day be absolutely amazing? Literally, ask yourself that question. How can your days be absolutely amazing? How can they be amazing, right? I was sitting in college and I was studying economics and I wanted to know why we couldn't audit the Federal Reserve. It seemed like a good question in economics class, especially after all the economic problems in our world. And my teacher was like, no, you're not allowed to ask that question, right? And it made me so upset, and I felt like I was living this half-lived life, postponing for the future, trading my time to eventually follow what I thought I was supposed to do and get a business degree to work for some company I didn't care about at all. I didn't know. I felt like I was on a drone path. I hadn't thought personally about my life, and it had no meaning. So I said, what would be an amazing thing to do with the rest of my life, given that I'm going to be dead one day? Given that you're not going to be alive for forever. I think the average lifespan is 70-something years. Look at your age right now and then subtract that by 75 years or whatever the average age is that we're supposed to live till, and that's how much time you have left. It's not that much time. So what would make your days amazing? And I asked that, and I said, well, first I want to go travel and backpack around the world. Then I want to write a book. I wrote my first book, Into the Wind, my 6-month journey wandering the world for life's purpose, about backpacking around the world. Then I came back. I started writing other books. I got 2 other publishing contracts for 2 more books. I started doing speaking engagements and running workshops. Then I started YouTube. It was just felt like the natural progression of what felt the most amazing thing for me. And so that's a question for you to ask, is what would be an amazing way to spend your days? Now you might have to work to that, right? You might have to work to it. It might just not being able to leave right away, right? When my fiance asked herself that question, she wanted to be an artist. She wanted to be, she's a wood burning artist, this beautiful wood burning mandala art. And she wanted to do that, but she was full-time, 50 hours a week, managing clothes or folding clothes at a clothing store. And she did some of the field management. It wasn't her particular purpose. She felt underpaid. She didn't feel like it was her passion. And she wanted to do art. Well, she had to start very slowly. She was working 9 to 6, 6 days a week. So she didn't really have any time. And then on her day off, she was tired. But she started using her day off and her time at night after work to start working on her art and working on her art. And 6 months went past, and 8 months went past, and 12 months went past. And she started making, $500 a month, $200 a month off her art. In the part-time. So then it was like, well, maybe if you actually went part-time on your job at the clothing store, then you could actually start making more money as an artist, and maybe it could eventually be your full-time job. It got up to $700 a month, and then she was working half the hours at the clothing store down to 20 hours. And then it was like, man, maybe you could fully support yourself off your art. And then that whole process took about 18 months. It took time to do that. But in that purpose, right, you can use your job job as an investor. You can use the situation of your life that you may not want to be in, that you have to start working your way out. You can use that journey to work hard as this deep sense of meaning and spiritual fulfillment, because you're finally saying yes to yourself and yes to the amazing beauty of life. So the question is, what would make your days amazing? Not, what's my life purpose and I don't have meaning if I can't find it. I need to find my life purpose. No. What would make your days amazing? So this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Download my free success hypnosis down below, JakesHypnosis.com. What it's going to do is it's going to actually start to reprogram your subconscious mind to attract success and abundance into your life. Press the subscribe button over there in the corner, and I'll see you on the next video.